It looked like the suspect was starting to pull over here, and CHP pulling up behind him. But excessive speed, I mean, certainly at 130 miles an hour, this suspect was traveling at speeds that could have killed someone easily. Right now, we're on Walnut in or just outside of the city of Industry, and you can see the suspect now. Fortunately, Philip and Giovanna, hands out the door. Looks like there's a driver, at least one person now in the passenger seat, and 4 altogether. Looks like hands out all sides of the freeway. And right now it's important that those suspects and all those individuals obey the commands of the officers, because it's a tricky situation for them as well. They don't know what they're dealing with here. They don't know why they were traveling at 130 miles an hour trying to get away from the police. They don't know if they're armed, and they have to treat them as if they were armed. So right now, with guns drawn, CHP is telling them, get out of the vehicle, one person at a time. They don't want all 4 getting out. They want the driver out so he can't get back in the vehicle and take off. So they'll get him to slowly come out of the vehicle, more than likely back towards the officers. But certainly good news. It looks like they're cooperating.
It also looks like he doesn't have his seatbelt off yet. So, again, Scott, you pointed it out, and it's very meticulous. They're going to tell you specifically do each thing one at a time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look at it from the officer's perspective. They don't know if the suspects are armed. They just know that they were traveling at an extremely high rate of speed. We understand the original warrant was for speeding, so we don't think it came back as a stolen plate. But at this point in time, they just want to deal with this one suspect at a time. They don't want 4 individuals getting out of that vehicle and then have to worry whether or not one of those individuals could be armed. So you can see right now they want them to take off the sweater, pull up the shirt, make sure the waistband is clear, the individual doesn't have a weapon, and they'll be down on the asphalt, which is going to be pretty darn hot right now. It's a hot day, but they're going to get them face down on the asphalt more than likely before they approach him. And then they have to be careful when they approach that suspect, because they still have 3 more inside the vehicle. So actually, they're not going to make them get down, face down on that asphalt, maybe because it's so hot, because we've seen that a lot in the past. But 1 down and at least 3 to go. But fortunately, they pulled over Philip and Giovanna, because, you know, 130 miles an hour, one wrong move, somebody's easily killed.
That's a scary joyride. You know, who knows what was going on here? Do we know why the pursuit started? Was it speed?
Initially, Giovanna, the warrant we had on this was just speed. Didn't come back with anything else initially. Although a lot of times what we get is not exactly what it's going to be, but it almost looks like these are young men to me. You might have a better picture than I do, yeah. But the driver didn't appear to be that old. And right now they're getting they're getting 2 out, the driver obviously and the passenger on the left side.
Well, it's always interesting when you have that many people in there. There's got to be somebody in there that was saying, pull over, stop this, yeah, whatever. But Scott, thank you very much. Looks like the driver's in custody, and we'll continue to monitor it if anything develops from this. But it does look as if it's going to be a conclusion, and CHP will have these guys in custody. We'll be right back. Stay with us.